Well, as you can see, I've decided to pick a camera back up. Just wanted to start filming my hunts again. Used to do it a little bit. Used to post a few things to YouTube. Kind of got out of it. Just overall was just a little bit lazy and just didn't want to take the extra time to do all of it. But I decided that I wanted to start back. I want to start filming some of the hunts that I do. I want to start filming some of the habitat management stuff. Currently working on some habitat stuff over at my dad's farm. Basically like just control burns, trying to fix things, trying to make better habitat for the deer, for the turkey, just stuff like that over there with that. So I'm going to start filming some hunts, filming some things I'm doing, just out here putting out some cameras on some public land. Currently in a spot that's kind of close to home, easy to get to. But anyways, hopefully going to try to start uploading a lot more hunts and things I'm doing related to hunting. So if you want to watch some of it, just keep looking for my videos to come out. Alright, so I just got done putting the camera up down in this drainage down here. I used to hunt this a good bit. I quit hunting it, didn't hunt it last year, but I used to get pictures of some pretty good bucks in here. And anyways, I've always wanted to look at this spot, so I come walking in here and I actually jumped a buck bedded right up against this blowdown right here. Anyways, it took off, so I came here and looked around a little bit, and to what I thought, there were some deer bedded right in here. A buck has been bedded in here for sure. So anyways, I went down to the bottom down here and put a camera up, mainly just trying to get pictures and inventory what's in here, just see if there's still some good bucks running around. Obviously, like I said, I hadn't hunted it, but I know there were some in here, and I'll try to find some pictures. I had pictures of them when they were here, when I was hunting it. I had a few cameras up and try to post some decent bucks, so I'll see if I can find that and share that. I just got back to the car, so I wanted to go over a few things that I mentioned. So I'm going to be doing some habitat work over at my dad's farm. Going to be doing some prescribed fire, controlling some invasives, some timber stand improvements, stuff like that, just to overall make the habitat better over there for the deer and the turkey, and whatever else benefits from it as well. So I'm going to be seeing some of that. Actually going to be going over there a little later today, probably see some of that in this video. To get back on the hunting piece, each year I travel to Kentucky deer hunting for opening rifle, so I'm going to be doing that this year. Going to try to hit maybe a state or two, I'm not sure, outside of that. So maybe kind of want to go to North Carolina, maybe Mississippi or Alabama. Not too sure what that's going to look like yet, but just a thought for now. Each year I also travel turkey hunting, so I try to go to at least 3 to 4 different states a year during turkey season. So upcoming turkey season, you'll see that. And then rolling into next year, something new is I'm going to try to go elk hunting. Not sure on the state yet, but going to try to go do archery elk hunting. So most likely Colorado or something like that. But just going to be doing things like that, and that's kind of the stuff I wanted to start documenting. So I just kind of wanted to touch base on that again, just kind of clear all that up. Alright, I've come to another spot. I'm on some Army Corps of Engineer land around the lakes around here where I live in the upstate. There's a lot of Army Corps of Engineer land, so I'm out here on some public land looking at another spot. Basically here where I'm at, I got a big bluff wall and a creek running through the middle, so I'm just going to try to find a trail crossing that or somewhere just to put a camera up and see what we can get. Alright, I've kind of found what I'm looking for. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. There's a trail that goes up this beside that bluff wall. There's another one that goes down through here. They meet right here. So right up through here somewhere, I'm going to go ahead and put a camera up, just see what's coming through here. So I got the camera on the tree. Normally on public land, I like to bring in a climbing stick and go up one stick and then hang a camera. Sometimes you can't do that just because the way the land is where you're at. So this one is pretty low to the ground, but I got a lock on it and stuff, so maybe it'll make it. We'll just have to wait and see. I've never hunted this area. Actually went over to the university to run the other morning and seen 2 really good bucks coming out of this. So we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully it pays off. Alright, so I'm over at the farm. Gonna burn some. I got a spot back behind me there that I've already burned about 2 weeks ago. Decided I'm gonna go ahead and burn the food plot. I cut it and went ahead and sprayed it with some glyphosate, killed it off. Gonna get ready to plant food plots. I've been burning this edge here. We've had a lot of privet coming up on the edge here, and it's pretty invasive. It's everywhere. So I've been burning that. I tried to run a fire through here. Our humidity's just not got low enough to really allow it to carry. Even though there are some good hardwoods in there, white oaks and stuff, it just didn't carry good. So the main goal is, though, I got the edge burned up pretty good. I don't know if you can see it, but I got it burned up good. And then now, like I said, I've got this area that I've burned here. I did kind of the growing season burn thing here to try to kill off a lot of the grass. I'm going to try to get that to come back up and just, you know, native forbs and stuff. Hopefully some ragweed, stuff like that comes up, some good stuff. I'm going to let this kind of be a buffer here. It's just open pasture on this other side here, so I'm going to let that kind of be a buffer of just natural stuff here. And then I'm going to plant a food plot here, just a blend. Like I said, you can see here we got some of the privet still. It didn't get a lot of it. The fire just didn't get hot enough. But back over here on the back side of this, so there were a lot of trees, kind of similar to this over here. There were a lot of trees here. We took those out, got a lot of them piled up, ready to burn, but there's an opening that goes through there, and I'll probably walk through there in a minute and show you. But I'm going to try to plant that in clover and in wheat. The goal with that is that plant clover and wheat. I think I listened to a podcast with Dr. Craig Harper talking about, basically, they've done a study with this in Tennessee, and basically they put the clover out and planted it and planted the wheat with it, and once it died out, essentially it had created this mat, if you will, that didn't allow unwanted grasses and things to come up. The grasses that did come up, they used clethodim and sprayed and killed it and got that stuff out of there that they didn't want in there. So the goal is to also turn that into kind of like a just natural whatever comes up, obviously, other than bad grasses and things like that. The goal is just to let that do its own thing. So I'm going to get started now. Go ahead and burn and clear some of this off and burn this little plot here, and then I'll just take you around as I do the rest of that stuff. Alright, well, some of that's finishing burning off, so I'm going to walk down through here. This is the area that I talked about. We're clearing a good bit of trees, just trying to get some sunlight in here. You can see we got this big pile of trees here. This has all just been taken out of here to open this up, get some sunlight in here. This is the area right here. It's like a drainage from these pastures up here, the field. A lot of water's come down through here. There's a lot of maples and stuff like that. Like I said, it's hard to burn, so I've been going through and doing a little hack and squirt in there. I've got a good bit of them killed out. Probably won't see the fruits of my labor, if you will, till next year. But I've got those cut out, or excuse me, I got those in there top killed, and they're starting to die. But as you can see, like, still not a lot of sunlight getting in there. So the goal is to, this is the whole area here, and then back up where I just walked, is to get all this done in clover, just so we can try to turn this into eventually just a big area right in here, if you will, just native grasses and forbs, and let it kind of be stuff that will burn every 2 to 3 years. Just gonna see how it reacts to everything, and then we'll just go from there. So I'm gonna let this fire finish up, and then we're gonna move to another side, burn it off, and then we should be about ready to plant. Just gonna be waiting on some rain, so we'll go over there. All right, I wanted to show this real quick before we move over to the other side. So this is kind of what I was talking about with this edge. This edge really cleaned up really good here, burning it. A lot of this was privet and stuff like that. So really trying to take back this edge, and we're just on the other side now. This is kind of that wet area that's hard to get to burn. So we're going to try to continue to get that opened up, leave a few trees in there that we want to leave, but mainly just turn that into a just native habitat. So just want to show that edge really quick. A lot of people, obviously use a tractor here and tilt up the edge a little bit just to keep it from running out, but a lot of people get worried about fire. As long as the winds are down and then you're not in crazy low humidity, a fire carries really slow. So it's a very effective tool. It would have took me a lot longer and a lot more money to come through here and try to spray kill all this. So I guess you'd say more of a natural way just to go ahead and burn it. Just wanted to show that really quick and show how good it turned out. All right, some to the other side now. There's basically a creek system that separates this property from where I was, so just on the other side of that now. So kind of wanted to show this. This is kind of a screen that I've made here, kind of natural. So you got a lot of ragweed and stuff here. You can see some of this stuff in here is a part of a blend. I think I used Whitetail Institute, one of their like screening blends. I can't remember. It's got a little bit of sorghum and stuff like that in it. You can see it really did good down here on this lower end. It's very high. I just did that. My dad's, this is my dad's farm, and they traffic that area up there a little bit. So it kind of just want to make a little screen, you know, and separate this. So over in here is another area. Obviously did a lot of cutting here. Got a lot of trees down. I'm going to try to get this burned here in a second. But anyways, just trying to get sunlight down in here. I'm going to have another food plot area right inside this here. So you can see I've obviously sprayed and cut it. I don't know if it's going to burn too well. It's kind of short. Yeah, I noticed in the other field it didn't carry really well. So just going to try to get it done the best I can and just keep going from there. All right, well that's going to do it for today. Wound up getting both of those areas burned. Got them ready to plant. So now we're just going to be waiting for some rain to come into the forecast. It's been pretty dry here lately. We got about 10 days till the season opens here for archery, so I'm pretty excited about that. Been getting myself together, got a new bow this year, been shooting it a lot, so I'm pretty excited to get out, do some hunting, and get the season started. So that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you watching. I will be bringing some more stuff soon, hopefully. Thanks.